Obviously, to avoid getting so wet, I would not recommend riding so fast through the rain. Hey guys, BikeBlogger here. It's raining. Didn't expect it to rain today. I don't have my bike with the fenders, so I'm just going to get soaked. Oh well. Woo. So topic for today, I guess, is riding with rim brakes. That's what I got right now. You want to feather the brakes so, you know, they're dry and they'll be effective. But part of the problem is they get contaminated by all the rain. Woo, it is coming down. I picked a horrible time to leave work. All this rain. Sorry, I'm not really getting the lens here. Ugh. I usually try to avoid the rainy weather like this. I think we'll go straight here. Yeah, we want to go straight. There's some lightning, but it's actually sort of bright out, which is weird. But yeah, riding with rim brakes, you just want to feather them. That is, just sort of squeeze them a little bit. Not real hard. Make sure they're properly set up. I got a video on that. Make sure they're towed in so they don't squeal. And when you get home or to work, if you got it at work, use some isopropyl alcohol and clean them up. Clean the rims on your wheels too, because they can get dirty. They get dirty not from the rain, but from the rain water on the ground bouncing back up. There we go. That was a long line. That guy had been waiting there. Woo! Oh my gosh. Obviously, to avoid getting so wet, I would not recommend riding so fast through the rain. It's also dangerous. I'm getting soaked. It's sort of a curse of mine, you know. I like to ride fast, so even with fenders on your bike, you're gonna get pretty wet if you want to ride fast, you know. So, oh well. I got my cycling sandals on with socks, so my socks are just getting all wet. Riding with the rim brakes though, like I said, just feather those brakes. Just don't squeeze them so hard, and just anticipate, you know, what's expected when it's raining, and that is it'll take longer to stop, basically. Now the same is not quite true though if you got disc brakes. I got disc brakes on my other bike with the fenders. But yeah, I mean, generally speaking, you don't need disc brakes. What's nice about disc brakes on a road bike or a cyclocross bike or whatever is the consistency you'll get from them. I think this storm is just about past now. Not a lot more rain. I don't know if this light's gonna change, to be honest. I'm sort of on the thing. I'm gonna back up a little bit. Make sure my wheel's really on the thing to make it change for me. We're just down to a light sprinkle now. The light is changing. Nobody around, so it should change for me. It's my turn. There it is. So we're going a slightly different way. We're gonna go down to the park. To my left here. It is a wet one. Fortunately, I'm going home, so I can just change when I get home. Enjoy the rain on the way home. Woo! Some of this water's pretty nasty though, sort of muddy and whatnot. I actually want to go up to the park here. There's an entrance up here, so I'm going to make a right. The reason I came up this way is because I know it gets flooded down to the left, over there, underneath that bridge. People eating. Having a summer barbecue in the rain. It's a wet one, that's for sure. I was sort of surprised. I don't have a whole lot of, slow down. I don't have a whole lot of riding videos in the rain. I think it's because I do ride on rainy days, but I usually try to avoid riding in the rain. I just wanted to go home, so I left even though it was still raining. It can be fun to mix things up though and ride in the rain. Of course, for people who have to commute further to work, they don't really have a choice like I do. Since my commute is really only like 20 minutes from work to home and home to work by bike. Yeah, anyway. All this rain, it's crazy. So yeah, what I do occasionally as I'm riding, I'll squeeze the brake levers just a little, trying to, remove the junk, the gunk, the water a little bit off of the braking surface, so it's, a little bit more dry when I really need it. But when it's wet outside like this, you just gotta expect your stopping distance isn't gonna be as good when you brake, which is the same for cars too. So, same for everybody. Everybody just needs to be aware of that. Can make riding in conditions like this more dangerous. But now look at it, it's like, it's a pretty sky. It's sort of stopped raining now. Whew. Okay. That empty lot over there. So they're gonna put in a new house or something. I don't very often go this way home. I had a plan of going this way though. Before I left, I was like, I want to do something a little different. We'll go this way, which I've gone several times to work, but not from work. I don't do it as often. It's a human nature to sort of fall in the ruts and, have your favorite route to take from work to home and home to work and all that. It can be fun to mix things up though. See what's going on in other parts of your town. Keeps things interesting. Feels nice out too. It's not really hot. It's actually sort of cool. For summer weather, it's sort of cool. Make a right here. What we're gonna do is we'll pass underneath the bridge for the train. We'll make a left. We're gonna go up wherever that street's called and sort of start heading that way. It's sort of a roundabout way to get home. But like I said, you know, sometimes it's fun to extend your commute. I just didn't anticipate on it being a rainy ride here. It's okay. I'm all right with riding in the rain. Like I said, it's actually sort of fun. Riding in the rain every day isn't fun, but you know, it's fun to change things up. Okay, we're gonna make a left here. Now that we crossed underneath that railroad track, we're gonna climb up this a ways, just a little bit. I do have my light on, my front light and my rear light, so hopefully people should be able to see me. I think, yeah, the light's on. Let's make a right here. Woo-wee. Make a left over here. I don't think I've actually gone home this exact way before. Sort of a blind spot here. All the noise from that warehouse or whatever sort of makes it hard to detect cars too. One of the reasons I don't wear earbuds. Sounds can be deceiving though too. Okay. Sort of feathering the brakes there. We're gonna go down this street. This is a busier, faster moving street at the base of the hill here. And try not to ride my brakes down the hill, but I don't want to wear out your brakes and your rims doing that. Okay, we'll make a left here when it's safe to do so. The car coming from the right looks relatively clear as far as I'm concerned to the left. We're going for it. All good. Just a second and we'll make a right here. Get back into this neighborhood. These low points, you know, they got the puddles. Yeah. I noticed my crank or bottom bracket making sort of a little bit of a noise earlier. I'll need to check it on this bike. And go straight. The way I was looking at it on the online maps is I just keep going straight until I run out of road, then I make a right. Because this isn't really my neighborhood. I don't really know the streets very well back here. That's okay. Changing things up. Going straight. Oh boy. I think I'm gonna have to climb a bit of a hill here to my right. Yeah. I think that's a street. Bell. It's a little street. Let's go up this way. That wasn't so bad. I thought I was going to have a big long hill to climb. Get over it, BikeBlogger. You got a single speed bike. You should be like as strong as Superman or whatever. Actually, Superman's like an alien. Batman. Batman. Okay, stop. Bingo. All right. I think I turn here, make a left. Watch out. Woo! Woo! Pedestrians. I'm a goofy guy. I'm sure I look really goofy with my sandals, and I'm sure if I lived on the East Coast or the West Coast, it wouldn't be as goofy. Not a lot of bicyclists in the Midwest, at least who ride on the roads. Midwest is sort of notoriously known for fast moving cars and cities that aren't very bike friendly, but there are some that are pretty bike friendly. Minneapolis, I've been there before. The city, the downtown area is pretty good. All right, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna have to get off the bike, climb some stairs, because even though I may be Superman or Batman or whatever, actually I don't want to be Superman. That'd be fly over the bars. I don't want to do that. I have to get off the bike and climb. So we'll do that here real quick. Oh. Hopefully we don't fall backward into the stairs. Okay. That was dangerous enough. All right. So now we're in this little tucked away neighborhood. We're going to take this up to Highway 100 or Route 100, Missouri 100, also known as Manchester Road. Almost home. I could just keep going straight here. Over all the broken roads. See, that's another thing. I think if more people cycled, I think I'd go straight. I might be wrong. If more people cycled, these roads probably wouldn't get so, people wouldn't let these roads get so beat up. I don't know where I'm going. I hope I can get out over here, otherwise I need to turn around. Let's see. Okay, I think I can. I know I can. All right. So we'll make a right onto this road down here. We'll be just about home. Feather those brakes. Yeah, my brakes have been working really well. But like I said, on a day like this where it's really rainy, you can wear down your rims and your brake pads rather quickly. So you ought to clean them when you get home. I got a video on that. You have to wait for some more cars here. And we'll go. This is sort of a busy road. 2 lanes both way. There goes a motorcyclist. So you're gonna get even more wet on a motorcycle, at least when it's all wet out. There'll be a break here in a second. One more guy. It's always the last guy. He just seems to be going really slow. Alright, let's go. Alright, just need to go down to the Big Buffalo down here. The Trainwreck salons, whatever. I'm gonna make a left. Looks clear behind me. Oh boy. What to do to make a left here after this guy. It's a little scary slowing down that much on a big road like that. Big busy road. Because, you know, I mean, I don't really have a brake light. I got a blinky light. It's a little bit of a blind spot there. Where are you going, BikeBlogger? Where are you going? I'm just sort of wandering into the backwoods here, aren't I? Urban backwoods. See you next time. Hey guys, BikeBlogger here. I was talking about cleaning my bike. I just got back, so you can see there's a lot of dirt on my bicycle, and the rim is really filthy. So what we're going to do to clean that up is just use a paper towel like this and some isopropyl alcohol is what I was calling it. Rubbing alcohol, basically. I just spray some on the cloth there, and then I can just run it across the rim and clean the rim up. The nice thing about isopropyl alcohol is it just evaporates. It doesn't leave any residue, as I understand it at least, on your bike. So you need to go around and just clean up your rims, and you can see, just look at all that dirt on the rims. And then also with a nice clean piece, you can get some underneath here and clean the brake pads as well. And even maybe squeeze the brake pads and then clean it back and forth like this. I think I might have done another video about that, but yeah, just use some isopropyl alcohol, go across the rims, clean the brake pads, and that's all you really need to do. You don't even need to put it in a bike stand. Thanks for watching. Hybrid fenders. They fit up to, I think, about 32 millimeter wide tires underneath them. I can fit my studded tires under here, the 35 millimeter studded tires. Really good, and this full fenders, it has full coverage down from here all the way back to here, and it has the mud guard.